Back from her booty, are ye?
I have returned. Did you miss me? Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. Grim. How should I put it? In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence. One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull? You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Blimey, we scoured nigh every inch for this calendar. Alas, mayhaps we raided too many merchantmen for it. 'Cause turns out, it weren't even on a ship. Still worth it for the annals' work on any year. Filled to the brim with arcane squiggles and short omens between the numbers, and in the footnotes. Also includes the major holidays of 100 different civilizations, and all the name days. I finally procured it from an old man on the steps of Acropolis.
Hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again. Are you still wearing the same attire from before? Oh, gross. It's been ages. It's not that expensive. Alright, maybe you're not one for fashion. I've got just the thing to help you out. Something I've been holding for a special case. A cool visage to make your day. Check it out later. Crisis averted. Not much else happening on this quiet Sunday, though, so I appreciate you dropping in. What's on your mind? The prime curator of the archive, you mean? They work down in the cellar, below Mortimer. I haven't met anyone so enamored with structure and organizations before, but I guess it comes with the territory. You two ought to get along fine. Heck, just bond over the equilibrium and standardizations and the like. Maybe you should eventually apply for an archive job instead. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't think it works like that. The Abysmal Archive is a wild land, and not easy to enter. What else you got in mind? Sure, what's your poison? Coming right up. Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium!
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory. It blinds, O Sovereign! 40,000 corpses for the bridge of advancement! Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper, but stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears. Psst! Hey there! Taken many lives lately? How are the others? The ones you haven't taken yet? They should definitely slow down. Otherwise, the phrase, "plenty of fish in the sea," will age like milk left out into the sun. The stench of poisonous rot slowly creeps into the air. A warning to heed. Psst! Hey, watch your step. The world is crumbling under your feet. You'll soon be the king of dust and rubble. People should just stop being poor, right? Stop being uneducated and uncultured. Start a savings account. All that jazz. Scarcity creeps ever closer. That is the kingdom you rule. Think of it as a warning.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own? Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay! Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation? Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue. What do you mean? Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly. In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here. Anything else? The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region. Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else? You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials. The store and places. Anything else? No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else? Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it. Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking. Yes, what is odd about it? But of course. What is alive, Grim? What does living truly mean? The toy is crafted with magic, of course. It holds the essence of a living little beast inside that rubber core. Magic sure is wondrous. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Dear me, 'tis a tragic tale. You ever hear of the Dia de Mortos? A wild night, certainly. There we was, celebrating the passing of mi amigo. Several days later, woke up buried under a mountain of empty bottles. This mask stuck to me face. Never knew where it came from. But I will happily let the memory of me fellow buccaneer and me headache be carried by another. Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience. Why not? Indeed, why not? I shall continue my contemplation, but for now, it is time for daily feedback. All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them? Perhaps we do still hold some control over the levers. To put us right out of business? And you out of existence? Would you really trade yourself for them? What a time it would be for us all. A peaceful time. Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty. I am all ears, Grim. Such is the nature of loyalty. Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night. Oh, right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done, and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, and those stupid goggles. Ridiculous! Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from fear. Then the mask came in real handy. Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Hey there. What you up to, killer? Sure you are. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper. Nothing. Believe it's for a good cause, as always. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control. No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion. Appreciated. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything. Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Cord blimey! You're looting! All me wares. Ye know why I was the scourge of the seas? 'Cause ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wearing 'em gives ye supernatural hearing. Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw 'em all right overboard. Plotting with the fishes now they are.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine. Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
Hello? Hello? Lady Portington, is Grimm there? Oh, goodness, Grimm. I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood? Did it answer? Lady Poddington? I cannot hear anything through this contraption. No matter. You know what the job entails, Grimm. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to be in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls. They were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Why does it suddenly smell like the ocean in here? Oh, it's you. I don't think I've seen you here before. Let me guess. You're in the... human department, right? I mean, the dark circles, the vibe like you haven't slept for 1,000 years. It is, at least for me. For you see, I'm also in the human department. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll meet plenty more, provided you don't get fired. So, I figure you've been here a while by now. How do you feel about the work we do? Right? I've heard some spawns complain about insane working hours, but they spend all day on their phones. Doom scrolling on Cocker or whatever that dumb app is called. I haven't opened it in years. It's the little app on your phone that shows you what's going on in the world. You've looked at your phone, right? Thought so. I mean, the instructions are the same every day anyway. Kill all door-to-door salespeople. And what do I see in the app? The door-to-door salespeople died. Great! So very engaging. And that's followed by the stories of downright horrible things happening everywhere. No thanks. Congratulations? Huh, I've seen the boss, like, once. Not gonna happen. I bet it's all part of fate's grandiose plan. The equilibrium. And who am I? A mere spawn to question it. Do they, though? Do they really? Or is it an illusion? I just do what fate tells me to. The decisions are not mine to make. I mean, a little variety couldn't hurt. But all in all, I guess it's pretty nice. Can't really complain. You mean, what? Ignore my instructions? Won't that get me, like, instantly fired? I could start sparing some of these door-to-door salespeople, maybe. What the heck. I'll do it. Time for some of these salespeople to live at last. They seem harmless enough. You're a real special individual. You know that, right? I'm off to sow some chaos. See you later. I hope.
Look at that. It's a hatchling. I guess they let all sorts work here nowadays. The assemblage must be decaying. Yet one must welcome the dregs, one must. What brings you to Florian the Eradicator? I'm that efficient in bringing annihilation to the herd. One fell swoop, judgment has arrived. Oh, if only I could hear them wail and weep, cursing the injustice of a cold grave. Not that you'd understand. Still, fate expects us to be polite to one's colleagues because it advances synergy and improves long-term morale. I suppose I must then do my best to enlighten you on whatever matters are bothering you today. A capable bureaucrat, but lately seems to be losing his way, too much faffing around with pointless minutiae. And the fondness for regulations, I've always said we should be able to mark people to death more freely. But no, always with these limitations. I am the best and brightest of the bunch. When I aim for the jugular, I do not miss. With blood and guts, I will paint my magnum opus on the canvas of cosmos. All flesh is temporary. We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison. It is called salvation, or at least the closest thing they'll ever get. I don't get to meet the boss often, surprising as that may be. Fate doesn't chat with reapers all the time. In the order of things, we are beneath him, as the humans are beneath us. I just make sure to enjoy every slash and stab, take pride in a successful exit. For that is what we are born to do, yes, we Deathbringers. All have to die. Unthinkable. You mean to suggest I go against fate's rules and kill more people? A lot more. All of them. I mean, it'd be amazing, yeah. A glorious day. But, such fantasy. I can bide my time until their atrophy. Ciao, little hatchling. Lessons learned, off you go.
Why, if it isn't the young Grimster, back again to delight my eye. Oh, so 3 weeks down already. That's quite an achievement. Say, how's the grind been treating you since our last chat? Really? I've been having doubts. This whole power dynamic doesn't feel right. All these lives subjected to the whims of a callous office. I couldn't be so confident, not with these grim consequences. Like there's a tinge of arbitrary design in the darkness. Heckin' scary. One ought to heat instincts in collaboration with reason. Sounds twice as powerful to me, yeah? But what do I know? I'm just the barkeep. So what can I get you? That one? Heck. What can I say that you won't glean on your own? They try to act all suave on the surface, but truth be told, they're a proper jerk. At least when it comes to the job. Can't say I trust their judgment too much. Nothing to it. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't often disparage patrons of the den. We have here a shared experience. Here's to hoping they won't cause some sort of a major blunder. What else you got in mind? Sure, what's your poison? What else you got in mind? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Doubloons will get ye anything, matey.
When did you last smell the fresh scent of blossoming lilacs? Heard the soft cooing of a puffy bird with a bright plume? Felt the soft hum of the earth, yearning for attention? We can't tell if you're lacking in empathy or overflowing from it. Oh, proud Reaper. Sometimes you cut too deep. The loud and unbearable noise of conflict. The turmoil of 1,000 different desires, taken through violence, entitlement, and toxic self-fulfillment. How do you feel, Grand Reaper? Bringer of turmoil, master of distress, ambassador of disarray. Who knew you were so apathetic? There's not much that can be done now. Nevertheless, it's important to learn.